Hi, I'm Tony Spina with Hillside Christmas Tree Farm. Today I'm going to be using the Masterforce 80-volt max chainsaw with an 18-inch bar to cut down the two-seaters that are right behind me. We purchased a battery-operated chainsaw last fall, and we did that because, when we're processing trees, some of the customers want a fresh cut or square cut, whatever, up at the shake and bale area, and we would use a regular bow saw that we had. It was time consuming. We didn't want to use a regular chainsaw, just noise and have to, I don't know, rev it up and all the little kids. But this was real convenient, real easy. The guys complimented it a lot, said, wow, this is, more power and really worked well. So now that was cutting, little 4 to 5 inch stumps, and I haven't really used it in a, more heavier duty setting. This is kind of going to be that, I think, for me. We got two-seaters here that we're going to cut down, and maybe we'll do some more along the edge over there. And so we're going to put it through its paces. What we did was we hired a contractor to come in and clean up a lot of the olive and stuff that's been growing, and he cleaned up the creek bed here. And the road kind of cuts diagonally, and this is a good spot, I think, where I'll kind of plant some trees to let them grow tall. Several years ago, let's say, 2012, 2013, we had the intention of dedicating like 4 acres of the farm to specifically be tall trees. So I started and I planted like 2 rows, and maybe we're going to go 30 trees a year or something like that. And I abandoned it after the first year, but the trees still grew, and some of them were harvested this year. And one of them was like a 16-foot tree, and we realized that was a good idea. And instead of putting them in the field, we're going to kind of put them in areas where, we can't get a lot of trees, but we can still put some, and we'll let them go a little wild maybe, and kind of give another option for our customers. The other thing that we're doing for tall trees, getting sidetracked from the chainsaw thing, is, I had talked about my transplant bed. So I'm going to plant some, maybe like, we normally plant 2 2s and through the planter, plant some 2 4s. So hopefully that we can get a leg up and develop some taller trees in the main core rotation. So enough of the farm talk. Let's get back to this. So we're going to put safety glasses on. I've already put the bar and chain oil on it. Chain's already tensioned and all that stuff, and the batteries are fully charged. Says you can get like, I don't know, what is it, 150 cuts or something out of it, I think. So, nice thing. It's nice and quiet too. A little on-off button. Don't need hearing protection. Still have your safety squints. So, yeah. All right, let's do it. right, so that's all the cutting I was going to do with the chainsaw today. It worked. It did pretty well. There's no clutch in it, so it just bogs down the electric motor, and it does. It keeps going. I never, I guess, stalled the motor. I did have the chain come off. I was kind of cutting some of the branches with the tip, and then the chain flew off. And I didn't have the toolbox with me, so I had to run around and get the tool. But yeah, I cut down, you know, those cedars were probably 12, 14 inches. A couple of them there, then some smaller ones, and a tree, and yeah. So that's the end of the chainsaw side of things. What I'm gonna do now is, like I mentioned, we hired a contractor out to clear along the edge, and he cleaned the field edge too. So I'm gonna go with my 8-foot pole pruner, right? Also the 80-volt series, and just clean up, cut some of the stuff up high. He got up with his, you know, used a skid steer with a big mower on it or whatever. Kind of bash some stuff down, and I'm just gonna clean up the edges all along the edge, all along the line, just kind of walking. And then, yeah, if it wasn't snow on the ground, I'd probably fire up the chipper and get it all done, but not looking like that's gonna happen today. So, all right, I think that'll do it. So that's it for the chainsaw. If you wanna end with the chainsaw side, that's it. And then I'm gonna use the pole pruner now. So, all right, here we go. God damn it. All right, and that does it. I did all the cutting with both the pole pruner and that chainsaw that I wanted to do. I got it all done with just using the 2 batteries. I have two 2-amp-hour batteries. One came with the chainsaw, one came with the pole pruner, a couple chargers. They do make larger batteries, but they are pretty pricey. And so far, you know, I've been able to do everything I need to do with what I have. They do have a nice suite of tools available. I am thinking about getting the lawnmower for my house because of the ability to store it upright, and that really is interesting to me and at my house, because not a lot of room in the garage. Out here, the lawnmower probably isn't going to do any good. But yeah, the chainsaw and the pole pruner work really well for what I did. I even cut some, you know, a couple pretty large trees along the wood line. So, and then what you didn't see is I dragged it all up to the barn, and I'll, you know, make another video later in the year of kind of processing all that stuff, and we'll see how that does with that. So yeah, really easy to use, real easy to use, real quiet, and it's got all the power I need. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. It was a nice day. I was getting a little frustrated early on with how things were working, but turned out to be good. And weather's pretty warm out. I think we're in the 20s today. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and hopefully spring will be right around the corner.